This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
I know the 13 is, the boys are here against Fairhaven, so they're pretty excited that they were against Fairhaven.
Yeah, because didn't they beat Oakland football championship and they have to beat them?
In years past, they weren't in the same division this year, but they beat them in the regular season. So it's kind of been a rival for the last couple of years, so they got dropped down this year.
Yeah, didn't they drop?
BF dropped Fairhaven did. So the last year the BF was in D2, Fairhaven beat them in Bellows Falls at 35-8 in the playoffs. So it's been and like a few years back, BF beat Fairhaven in the championship with over the year. So it's been a ton of back and forth over the last half decade or so.
I bet that's gonna get them fired up.
Yeah, so for these guys to play on the football team, it's kind of a thing. But yeah, see this? This is ours.
You don't have to.
Right.
Like I
Almost no time.
I bet almost every time they break field. I feel like almost every
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fact TV's coverage of Bellows Falls Terriers basketball. This afternoon at Holland Gymnasium, your Bellows Falls Terriers boys basketball team plays host to the Otters of Otter Valley. Remember, Fact TV is here to support the community. Please reach out to the great crew at Fact TV if you're looking to host a show or rent equipment to film the special event. Please feel free to reach out or donate to Fact TV. Also, a huge thank you to the Bellows Falls Booster Club for all they do here at Bellows Falls Union High School. Please support them in any way you can. Let's get back to tonight's matchup. The Terriers come in looking to get back in the win column after a tough road loss to a really good Division II White River Valley team on Thursday night. At 3-6, the Terriers' record's a little misleading as they have played some very tough teams from the upper division and played them very closely. This young Terriers team is looking for it all to come together. Jacob Kissel's been playing really well for the Terriers as he leads the team with 13.4 points per game and is second on the team with 11 rebounds per game. Jaden Bazin, Saul James, and Morgan Haskell and Colby Levesque will look to get out into transition tonight to take advantage of their athleticism. The Otters coming in having lost 7 straight games and sit at 1-8. Seniors Connor Dennis and Brody Lathrop will help to look like the Otters get back in the win column for tonight's game. 3 keys for the Terriers tonight: their full court, half court pressure to take advantage of the athletes that they have. Don't be afraid to feed the post in your half court offense. Bazin and Kissel could do some damage. Rebounding, make sure you're only giving up one chance on a defensive end while competing for the offensive rebounds. And with that, we'll turn it over here to the PA announcer at Bellows Falls as we get ready for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome to kindly ask that you, as a fan of both teams, keep your comments positive and in good taste. Let's showcase the true spirit of good sportsmanship by respecting and positively supporting our student athletes, coaches, fellow spectators, and our esteemed officials. Remember, poor sporting behaviors and taunting have no place here. Instead, let's focus on cheering for our teams and making this a memorable experience for everyone in attendance. Before we jump into tonight's starting lineups, we'd like to take a moment to express our gratitude to the Booster Club. They play a crucial role in supporting our teams, and their concession stand is open and ready for business. If you're interested in becoming a part of the fantastic community, they're actively looking for new members. For more information, visit the Booster Club at the concession stand during the game. And don't forget to check out Chuck a Duck for the halftime throw. Thank you. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for our guy. A senior, number 2, Jordan McGraw. A senior, number 4, Jackson Howard. A senior, number 24, Jeffrey Bradley. A senior, number 0, Jacob Moore. A senior, number 41, Connor Mills. Otter Valley is coached by Michael Starr and assisted by Jordan, Ben, and Rick. And now, let's hear some noise for your very own Bellas Falls character. At 4, a sophomore, number 30, Jacob Kissel. At guard, a sophomore, number 30. At guard, a sophomore, number 2, Saul James. At forward, a sophomore, number 9, Jaden Bateman. And lastly, at guard, a senior, number 0, Kobe Levesque. Bellas Falls is coached by Evan Patrick and assisted by Ben Graham. Today's game will be officiated by Matthew Cause and John Hall. And now, please rise for the national anthem.
All right, and welcome back to Holland Gym as we get ready for today's game between the Terriers and the Otters of Otter Valley. Just a little local news here before we get started. As today's game has Cam Perry in the game today. Cam yesterday was announced as a player in the New Hampshire-Vermont Shrine game, so congratulations to Cam Perry for his work on the gridiron this year, as well as what he's doing on the basketball court this year. Joining Cam at that game will be Pat Connors, the running back, senior running back for the Terriers this year as well. So as we get ready for the jump ball here, kind of looking for Bellas Falls to maybe come out and try to set a tone early here, Bryce.
Yeah, you know, Joe, like you were saying, it's just about momentum, and we've been saying that for the last couple games. Momentum, you know, one basket turns into 2 baskets, and then 3.
Yeah, the Terriers team, like you mentioned before the game here, the crowd seems pretty into this game here. It's been a while since the boys have been home. This is only their 3rd home game of the season with 2 snowouts. I think it's been since before the holidays since they've played here at Holland Gymnasium. So there's a lot of excitement. And Otter Valley comes in here. They play hard, tough games. and they're a very competitive team. But Bellows Falls has a chance today to kind of get rolling and maybe get themselves going the right way. Jaden Bazin loses that ball. Underneath, it's going to be Connor Dennis with the rebound. He's going to step out of bounds, so it's going to be Terriers' ball underneath. Little slow start there for the Terriers, but here we go as Saul James brings it up. Saul's had a nice season so far for the Terriers as he's averaging 8.7 points per game to go along with, Saul is averaging, 8.1 points per game to go with 5 rebounds. And that's Brody Lathrop getting up for the first 2 for the Otters of Otter Valley, 2-0. The Otters like to get out in the transition. Saw them earlier this year when I did a game for Springfield this year when they played host to Otter Valley. Saul James moves it over to Kobe Levesque. What a great pass into Jacob Kissel. Kissel with a terrific shot. That's a great job by Jacob Kissel to get his first 2. Nice look by Kobe Levesque there. Nice unselfish play. Good transition offense. That foul is going to be on Morgan Haskell, his first, team's first. That was great assist right there that we saw by Kobe down low to get the ball to Jacob Kissel, Bryce.
Joe, it's all about just seeing the court. There's people who see that one person that they want to pass to, and there's others who see the whole court, Both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. Yeah, good sign to see them work in the half-court offense today. They're really good in the transition with the athletes they have, but to see them run a nice set and get a great shot out of it is a very good start to the day. Shots up by Lathrop, no good. Rebound fought for underneath. That's controlled by Kissel. Kissel with his first rebound of the game. Quickly up to Morgan Haskell. Haskell into Bazin. Bazin with good position low. Back to Haskell. Haskell finds Kissel. Kissel passes up the 3 ball back to Haskell. Haskell with a good look for 3. Oh, no good off the rim. That's Jaden Bazin coming up with his first offensive rebound of the game. Back to Kissel. Kissel fires up the 3, and that's good for Jacob Kissel. Kissel, it's his first 3. He's got 5 points so far today. Terriers off to a 5-2 lead here with 6 minutes to go. Good ball movement early by the Terriers, Bryce. Yeah, they're always good at really passing, and, as we saw over there, it's all about ball movement, quick passes.
With the tough defense in there, but an even tougher finish by Brody Lathrop with his second bucket to make it 5-4. Still in favor of the Terriers. Tough finish there. Good defense by Bazin. Sometimes you can play the best defense in the world, and someone just makes a shot that just happens to drop in. Big pass over there to Saul James. Saul, great inlet pass into Jaden. Jaden goes up hard, gets the big 2 and the foul. Terriers moving the ball really good so far there, Bryce.
Yeah, fast, especially for this defense, it's all about just momentum. Ball movement equals they get, I don't know, how would I put it?
Good looks. Bazin finishes the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Terriers up 8-4. Nice start for the Terriers here. They come out with a lot of energy as Bazin picks up way out front here. Jaden's about 35 feet away from the basket here, making people out. Big miss there by number 24, Zach Dragon. Rebound controlled underneath by Saul. Saul James comes away with his first rebound. Quick push by the Terriers. Kobe Levesque can't finish on the pass by Saul. Tracks it down, gets his own offensive rebound. Over in the corner they go to Saul. Saul does a little Euro step, tries to get into the basket, and they're going to call him for a foul. Good move by Saul, but just a little too, I guess his feet were a little too quick there. 8-4 here with 5 minutes to go. It'll be Connor Dennis bringing the ball up for the Otters here. 8-4 in favor of the Terriers here in Holland Gymnasium today. Connor Dennis swings it over here to Dragon. Dragon inside to number 4. That's Jackson Howe. Howe with the miss. Morgan Haskell comes away with the rebound. Quick outlet's intercepted there, though. Otter Valley tries to push it quickly. Lathrop over to, no good there. Rebound's controlled by Kobe Levesque. Kobe Levesque, quick push here as the Terriers look to get out in transition. Kobe misses off the back of the rim. Rebound's controlled by number 2. That's Brody Lathrop. Lathrop pushes it up for the Otters. Otters look to set up their offense. Oh, good interception there by Morgan Haskell. They're quick today. The Terriers are. Kobe Levesque puts it up to the foul line, picks up his dribble, finds Morgan. Morgan with a quick look over to Jaden. Back up top now, the Terriers set up their offense. Boy, the passes are crisp today. They're moving the ball well. They're playing nice so far, Bryce.
Yeah, especially Well, I don't know what kind of defense this is, but I feel like this is the defense where you just got to move the ball fast before they get to you.
Yeah, it looks like kind of a matchup zone defense here that they're playing. We're going to have a timeout here by Coach Chadwick as he didn't like what he saw for a minute. Maybe going to come up with a nice little play off the out-of-bounds play to try to set something up, or maybe he saw something in the defense that he likes and he wants to take a chance to execute here. So as we got a minute here, let's mention that last night the Bellows Falls girls overcame a 23-10 halftime deficit to beat White River Valley 47-28. Bellows Falls is 11-3, third in the VPA Division III standings. Avery Maxfield had 14 points to lead the way for the Terriers. Well, Abby Nystrom had 9 and Veronica Moore had 6 last night. So the Terriers moved to 11-3 on the season as we close in on February here. So nice win by the Terriers as they go away from home twice, and that's a nice comeback. Losing 23-10 at halftime to come back and win 47-28. Clearly must have run into some bad shooting or some bad luck in the first half. We've seen the girls team play a lot this year, and 10 points and a half is a little surprising for them.
Yeah, I don't think usually they're up, maybe not up, but they have at least sometimes 35 points by the half.
Yeah, they've been very efficient offensively this year. Terriers moving the ball around really well here. Saul's got the ball at the top. That's a great look into Jaden. Jason with a pass to Kissel. Kissel had a little trouble controlling it. His pass was a little low. Back to Kobe. Kobe with a nice little jump shot at the free throw line. No good. Rebound's controlled by Connor Dennis. Out quick for the Otters here. Kicks it over to Lathrop. Dennis over here in the corner. Gets it over to Worrell. Worrell the Dragon over here to Dennis. Back to Lathrop. Lathrop from a deep 3 ball. That's good. Brody Lathrop with all 7 points so far here in this 8-7 game for the Otters. Brody's playing a nice game so far. Here's Kobe Levesque. Kobe's had some great looks. Hasn't been able to get one to drop quite yet. Good look by Jaden. Finds Kobe. Kobe lines up the 3 ball. Oh, that was such a good looking shot, but it doesn't quite drop. Rebounds fought for underneath, but controlled by number 0, Jacob Worrell of the Otters. They get it inside to Jackson Howe. Howe misses. Rebound's going to be controlled by Saul James. Saul picks up his second rebound of the game. He's got Connor Dennis out here by 3. Nice little step back 3 by Saul. No good. Rebound's controlled by number 24. That's Zach Dragon of the Otters. Lathrop quickly up here for the for the Otters. Over to Connor Dennis. Connor Dennis hits a 3 ball. Gives the Otters a 10-7 lead. Kissel with a quick look from 3 himself. No good. Rebound controlled by Jackson Howe underneath. Terriers have gone a little cold here with the shots. Getting good looks. They just can't get them to drop, Bryce.
Yeah, Joe, I feel it's almost once you get down, you're like, what's the point? But then you realize, we just got to keep going. We just got to keep playing. Yeah,
just keep looking for those good looks. They're going to drop. There's good shooters on this team. They're getting good looks. They're just haven't dropped in yet. Lathrop over here is going to be called for the walk as he shuffled his feet before he dribbled the ball. Looks like Leroy Marino is going to check in for Kobe Levesque here for the Terriers. Number 5, Riley Connaughton checks in for the Otters of Otter Valley, as well as can't see the number on the far corner there, but we have another player that's checked in as well. So turnover there for the Terriers. Terriers offense become a little stagnant despite the sharpness and moving the ball around here. Everything's been executed very well just outside of, they haven't been able to quite knock down the shots yet. Here's Lathrop out here for the 3-point line. Quick look into Dennis. Dennis puts it down low. Terriers playing some good defense out here. Shots up by number 3, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Saul James. Saul's got his 3rd rebound here in the first quarter. Saul quickly into the transition, looks for Jacob Kissel. Kissel with a little ball fake, finds himself at the free throw line. There's Saul with a little jump shot from the free throw line, extended. Great look for Saul James. Saul comes away with his first 2 points of the game.
There you go now, Joe. So technically the score is 0-0, so now we might see some momentum going.
Yeah, 10-10 game here with a minute to go. Good look there by number 24. That's Zach Dragon. That's the 3rd 3 ball in the first quarter here for the Otters. Kissel tries to answer. No good there. Rebounds touched around. Last touched by the Otters of Otter Valley. So it'll be Otter Valley ball here. 13-10 in favor of the Otters. 3 3-pointers have really kind of helped pace the Otters offense here in the first quarter. Terriers playing with all sorts of energy here, looking for a big basket here in the 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Saul's going to pick up a nice screen from Jaden out here. Loses the ball temporarily, but maintains it. Picks up his ball, gets it off to Marino. Marino back to Saul. Saul finds Morgan for a corner three. Great look by Saul James to find Morgan Haskell. I was saying before the game, I think Morgan's due for one of these big games there, Bryce.
I think that's the tag team on this team. It's Saul and Morgan.
Morgan has such a nice jump shot, and he's had some good looks this year. Just hasn't had one of those games where he's hit 3 or 4. That's a great pass by Morgan up to Saul, but Saul couldn't quite finish that one. Morgan with the interception there after the buzzer, but couldn't quite get it. So we got a 13-13 first quarter. Bells Falls has 5 points out of Jacob Kissel, Saul James with 2, Jaden Bazin with 3, and Morgan Haskell with 3. The Otter Valley Otters are led by 7 points from Brody Lathrop. Then they got a 3-pointer each from Zach Dragon and Connor Dennis in that. Actually, pretty exciting first quarter there, Rice.
Yeah, there's a lot of action.
So now as we got a little timeout here going into the second quarter, we'll just touch base on what happened across the river last night. The Fall Mountain girls continued their undefeated start with a 70-20 win as they moved to 11-0 on the season. Jenna Fillion had 18 points, while Sophia Grion and Abby Jarvis each had 13 in the win. Next up for the Wildcats is the first game of a varsity doubleheader next Tuesday at Monadnock. The FM boys had a convincing win last night with a 56-38 win also over Conant. The win puts FM at 8-4, sitting in 8th place. Next up for them and they were led last night by 18 points from Zach Hearn, 12 points from Carmine Bactade, 12 points from Evan Parker. The boys will play the second half of the doubleheader next Tuesday night against Monadnock, and their game starts at 6:30. And as we come back here for the second quarter, exciting first quarter, Bryce. So let's see what the Terriers can do here. A little bit of momentum, a little bit of energy came out there. We've seen it with the girls a lot, where they'll come out after a timeout or a quarter or a half, and they'll just kind of go on a run. We'll see what happens out here. Cam Perry's checked into the game for the Terriers. Tough defense out here. Oh, Kobe Levesque almost came away with the steal. Jaden Bazin with a giant block right there. So Bazin playing big down low for the Terriers. Cam Perry, as we mentioned, announced for the Shrine game last year. Also did his first commentary a couple weeks ago, so nice to see Cam getting out there. Jaden also gets his hands on that ball, almost comes away with the steal there. Jaden's very active out here so far. He's kind of flying around out there, Bryce.
Yeah, you know Jaden's one of the fast guys on the team. You know, he was a star running back for the Terriers. I wouldn't say led them, but he contributed to their state championship.
Yeah. The rebound controlled by the Otters there over to Connor Dennis. Dennis gets it out here, number 1, Logan Dennis. That's going to be Connor from a deep 3 ball. No good. Rebounds fought for, controlled by Cam Perry. Cam Perry comes up with a defensive rebound, quick outlet. They got it out to Jaden. Jaden back to Cam. Cam with a nice catch up for 2. Oh, good finish. Oh, what a great look by Cam Perry. Almost dropped that in there. Kobe Levesque come up with the offensive rebound there, his second, and he's actually going to get to the free throw line to take 2 free throws. Foul's going to be on number 24. That's Zach Dragon, team's first here in the second quarter. Kobe looks to give the Terriers their first lead of the game. First one's up and no good. Morgan Haskell is going to get a quick break here. It's Colton Shanks, the freshman's going to come in. Colton's had some nice performances this season. As he comes in as a freshman, he's averaging 3 points per game for this team. Kobe Levesque goes ahead and hits 1 out of 2 to give the Terriers 14-13 lead here. Jaden Basin continues to play the lead out here on defense as he's way out top here. Saul James and Colton Shanks join him out in the front of the little 3-2 zone here. Good look underneath, but Jackson Howe can't control the pass from Connor Dennis. It's going to be Terriers' ball. It's a little different look out here by Coach Chadwick. A little different team out here, but you've got an extra shooter in Colton Shanks, and Cam Perry does a great job defensively and controlling the glass as well. There's Jaden Bays with a nice little runner. No good. There's Saul James, can't finish with the offensive glass. Cam Perry gets his hands on it, but knocks it out of bounds, and it's going to be Otter Valley ball. Boy, they're throwing up some great looks, great hustle underneath. If they get on a little run here, it could be a different story for the Terriers.
Yeah, you know, Joe, usually see with the Terriers, especially the boys, they're down by the half. You know, they come back in the half and they win it.
Connor Dennis with the miss there. There's Colby Levesque getting the rebound quickly out here to Jaden Bazin. Bazin finds Saul. Saul can't finish. Rebound's going to be controlled by the Otters. Great transition offense there. Everything was done great. Unfortunately, the basket just didn't drop for the Terriers. Sometimes the ball just doesn't drop. Keep playing hard. Keep making the right play. That's going to be the fourth 3-ball of the game so far for the Otters. That's Brody Lathrop hitting his second 3-ball, and that gives him 10 points here in the first half. 16-14 in favor of the Otters. That's a great take by Colby Levesque. He's going to get 2 more looks at the free throw line here as he draws the foul. It's going to be a foul on Jackson Howe of the Otters of Otter Valley. His first on the team. His first, second on the team. Colby's first shot is no good. Jacob Kissel's going to check back in the game for Cam Perry. Cam Perry gave him a nice couple minutes there with some good defense, couple rebounds. Great hustle out of Cam, as you always get. Second one from Levesque is up, and that's good. So Colby's gone 2 out of 4 from the line here for the Terriers. Colby averages 12.3 points per game, second on the team for the Terriers. So you know he'd like to get himself going a little bit here. He's got 2 points in the game. Jacob Kissel picks up on the low. Oh, that's Jackson Howe. They're going to call. I think they're going to call Colby for the body on the way up there. We'll get Colby Levesque for that foul. It's going to be his first.
I don't know, Joe. That looked like a clean block to me.
I think they got the block fine. I think he had his arm on them on the way, on his body on the way up. I think the block was clean. I think they're getting him with the arm there, but I could be wrong. Coach Chadwick is disagreeing with what I thought. Jackson Howe puts his first one up, and that's good. Extends the Otter Valley lead to 17-14, or 15. I'm sorry. Jackson's first point of the game. Second one's no good. Rebound's controlled by Jacob Kissel underneath for the Terriers. Second rebound of the game for Jacob to go with his 5 points. Colton Shank brings it up. Here's going to be Morgan Haskell checking in for the Terriers quickly. Colton does a nice job. Oh, Colby Levesque with a great take to the hoop, but can't finish it. There's Jaden getting it and putting it up. Jaden Bazin with the offensive rebound and the putback for 2. Jaden Bazin with 5 points here in the game.
Joe, there's another tag team right there, Kobe and Bazin.
Yep. Oh, good defense there. Bazin comes away with the rebound. Jaden looking like maybe he might be about to take over a little bit. A lot of energy. Great catch by Saul. Back to Jacob. What a good give and go. Oh, what a 3-ball.
There we go. Here's the momentum.
Jacob Kissel now 2 for 4 downtown. Saul James with another dime for the Terriers. Terriers take a 2017 lead. That's a lot of energy. The bench has come to life. The crowd has come to life. I mean, it's been a while since they've had to cheer for the boys team here in the gym. Lathrop out here picked up by Bazin and James. It's going to be lost, stolen by Colby. Colby Levesque out on the break. He's going to put it up for 2. Colby Levesque with 4 points now for the Terriers as they extend the lead at 22-17, their biggest lead of the first half.
There we go. It's all about momentum, you know. The Otter Valley gets stressed out. They're more likely to travel.
That's a deep 3 by Lathrop. No good.
More likely to make mistakes.
It's going to be controlled by Zach Dragon of the Otters. Big double team back to Jackson Howe. Connor Dennis swings it back to Dragon. Dragon with a corner 3. That's good. Zach Dragon hits a 3, and that is the 5th 3-pointer of the first half for the Otters. The 3-ball is keeping them in this game, Bryce.
And yet the Terriers are still ahead.
And I mean, in that case, like Saul James was playing good defense on that 3-ball. He got a hand right in the guy's face, and he made it. So the Otters are just hitting some shots. Terriers showing some great momentum here, so we'll see if they continue this. The energy they've come out with here in the last couple of minutes has really been a little different, and they've hit some shots. We've seen some great plays out of them, Bryce.
Yeah, usually, Joe, I feel it's almost they're always down by the half, and then when the half ends and they come back, they're always on fire. They're always making their shots.
So we'll see if they can continue to push this out a little bit here. You know, keep this momentum, try to build a lead, get into halftime with a lead as opposed to trailing. They've got an opportunity here. Jaden Bazin looks like he's about to perhaps take over the game, as he's had three or four rebounds really quickly. He's had a block in the last couple minutes. He's had a couple baskets. There's the potential for something to happen there. But Kobe Levesque is suddenly getting downhill quickly. Great offense leads to Morgan Haskell. Morgan with the missed 3-ball there. No good. Rebounds by Otter Valley. So Morgan Haskell's shot's no good. Here's Lathrop out here for the drag. Oh, that's going to be tipped. Last touched off the Terriers. Basically got his hand on it, but then knocked it off Kobe. Kobe couldn't control it, and it's going to be Otter Valley ball underneath. The Otters are certainly playing tough out here. Connor Dennis has had a nice little first half. Brody Lathrop has had a nice game so far with 10 points. Got to give Otter Valley all the credit in the world. To come in having lost 7 straight. It's not easy on a Saturday afternoon after a road trip to come in and play hard, but they're certainly playing hard in this gymnasium tonight.
Yeah, Joe, I'm surprised they're 1-8. They're actually really good.
Yeah, they look very efficient out there, and they're playing really hard. It's again, in Vermont, I don't know who they've played, and I think they're in the Capital District. That's number 0, Jacob Worrell for 3. Their 6th three-pointer of the game. So I think they played a lot of the bigger schools around Montpelier, so that could be part of the record. Sometimes it's very deceiving in Vermont divisions and stuff based on travel and who you're playing. So very good game here, 23-22. Otter Valley with the lead. A lot of lead changes. Jaden tries to get downhill there, but he's going to be tied up on the floor. Foul's going to be on Otter Valley. It's going to be their 3rd here of the second quarter. 2 more, and the Terriers being the bonus. Something they'd like to see. Second foul on Worrell. We're going to see Zach Dragon check in for the Otters. So one thing I remember from the last few games we've done when we got to see the boys this year, just like the girls, they've been really good on their inbounds plays. They get the ball in here, a couple passes, leads to a Jacob Kissel 3-ball on an assist from Saul James.
I feel Jacob Kissel is least lethal from the three-point line.
So Jacob Kissel 3 for 5, 3 for 5 from three-point land, 11 points overall here in the first half. Great start for Jacob Kissel. Connor Dennis in the high post catches the ball, gets it to Lathrop. You're going to fire it over for a 3-ball in the corner. That's going to be missed by Dragon. We're going to have a foul down here. So it was Kobe Levesque that controlled the defensive rebound for the Terriers. Kobe's up to 5 rebounds by my count so far. 2 offensive and 3 defensive for the Terriers. Terriers got a lot of energy out here. Ball gets inbound. We got 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Terriers looking for another basket if they're just going to stop, maybe get that lead back up there. They've led by as much as 5 here in the first half. Otter Valley's done everything they can to stay tough in here. Kobe Levesque sets it back up deep for the Terriers, picks up a big screen from Jaden Bazin, but they're going to call Bazin for the illegal screen. Jaden's going to pick up his first foul there. Coach Chadwick thought he was set, and from my point of view, it looked like he was set as well. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter what we think, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Jaden Bazin. His first, team second.
Sure, you can't be the head coach, but there's only so much you can do from the sidelines.
Yeah. Coach Chadwick's doing a nice job out here today. He's got his team really, really into this game. They are extremely motivated and pushing hard. Here's Jaden out top again. Jaden playing great defense. That's going to be Lathrop hitting his 3rd three-pointer of the first half to give Brody 13 points to lead every score. Kissel has another one. That's no good. Fought for underneath, controlled by Jaden Bazin, up and in. Bazin comes up with his 3rd offensive rebound of the game. He's now up to 6 points. He's going to go to the free throw line for his second free throw. Or he's at 7 points. I'm sorry, I forgot one. He has a free throw already
and he's
today.
getting the bonus.
And that puts the Terriers in the bonus. Will gets 1 here because he made the shot. But from here on out, the rest of the quarter they are. Bazin hits his second free throw, so he's 2 for 2 from the line today. He's had two old school 3-point plays here. Jaden's up to 8 points to go with 4 rebounds and a block for the Terriers by my unofficial count here. Otter Valley, they lose it to Saul James. Saul comes away with a big steal there, but they can't quite control it. In the end, it's still a turnover of an over and back, I believe, is what the call is going to be. So Saul with some tenacious defense there. The Terriers with a 28-26 lead. Minute 41 to go here. See what the Terriers and Coach Chadwick draw up here. Back to Morgan Haskell. Morgan with a tremendous look into Bazin. Bazin fires that out. Oh, great rebound. Fought for underneath by Levesque, but lost control. Boy, Bazin had a nice move there, but couldn't quite finish. Good look by Morgan Haskell.
Yeah, they all have good looks. It's just not hitting the bottom of the basket.
Yeah,
right
they've
now,
had a
Joe.
couple. They've got, I think in the second half, they hit a few more of those. This is a completely different game here. Still a minute 24 to go here in the first half. There's Connor Dennis downhill for the Otters. It's over to Lathrop. Lathrop back to Dennis. Dennis picked up by Kissel here. Looks like the Terriers have gotten to a man-to-man defense here a little bit. We're going to get a foul out here on Kobe. Kobe Levesque picks up his second. His second foul. It's going to be the third on the Terriers. So they're not in the bonus. We're going to see number 22, senior captain Declan Lisa is going to check in for the other senior captain, Kobe Levesque here. So Declan gets his first time of the game here.
You know, Declan's leadership and whatever he does is tremendous.
Yeah, Declan's a great kid. Works so hard out there.
You know, in anything he does, you know, he was part of the reason why the Terriers went undefeated. They didn't go undefeated. They lost once, but they won the state title this year. And pretty sure he has a lot of leadership on the basketball team too.
Absolutely. That's going to be Dennis for three. No good. Rebound controlled by the Otters. Back out top to Zach Dragon quickly. Logan Dennis over there on the foul on the far corner. Gets it to Connor Dennis. Connor Dennis picked up by Jaden Bazin here as the Terriers go to a man-to-man defense, full half-court man-to-man defense. Jacob Kissel all over Zach Dragon here. Connor Dennis picked up by Bazin. Bazin, nice handoff there on the screen. Terriers playing amazing, nice man-to-man defense here as they are not giving an inch. Saul James has Lathrop out top. Dennis gets free for three ball. No good. Rebound controlled by Kobe Levesque. Kobe comes up with his sixth rebound of the first half. Terriers quickly out looking for the last shot. Saul James with 9 seconds to go. Gets a nice screen from Jaden out here. Saul James with a big three-pointer. The buzzer, no good off the back of the rim. Morgan Haskell gets the rebound. Oh, no good off there. So, big first half for the Terriers. Score could have been a lot different, but they go into the halftime with a 28-26 lead. Led in that first half by Jaden Bazin with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and a block. Jacob Kissel with 3 3-pointers to give him 11 points to go with his 2 rebounds. And Saul James has kind of filled up the stat sheet here with 2 points. He's got 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple steals. So a lot to like in that first half, Bryce.
Yeah, there's a lot of action in that first half, and I hope the second half is more action than that.
So as we take a short break here with the Terriers, we'll be back for the second half in just a few minutes.
Bellows falls, ever glorious. Bellows falls, to you we sing. Bellows falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates. This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
Bellows Falls, ever glorious. Bellows Falls, to you we sing. Bellows Falls, ever victorious. Your praises ever ring. On the field of conflict, we will fight for the right. We'll be loyal ever to the purple and the white.
This Bellows Falls Union High School sports broadcast is brought to you by Falls Area Community Television, serving Southern Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. We would also like to thank the community members who donated, making this broadcast possible. If you would like to have continued coverage of high school sports and other local events in your town, then go to fact8.com and click the donation button. This broadcast will begin shortly. The Bellows Falls Union High School Booster Club needs your support. Check out their Facebook page to get updates.
And welcome back here to the second half of the at Holland Gymnasium for the Bellows Falls Terriers and the Otterville Valley Otters. Just a little notice here, reminder from Fact TV that the JV game that the stream kind of went down for during the live feed will be posted shortly after this game is over here. So if you wanted to check out the Terriers victory at the JV level, where some of the exciting young guys on that JV team, you know, we had Brady Benoit and Carlos Mortensen, Mateo Vargas, Carter Pierce, Cole Lisai, Aiden Ballou. Timothy Fletcher played a great game there. Freddie Harvey, Gabe Arias, Xander Karlstrom, and Kai Parson all put up a nice job there to come away with, I think it was about a 10-point win in that JV game. So nice job by the Terriers there. Great job by the Terriers here in the first half from the varsity level, Bryce. What did you like from what you saw?
You know, there was a lot of action and
Yeah, there was a lot of action. Terriers came out with a lot of excitement there in that second half, or second quarter anyways, to close it out. Kind of looked like a different team that last 5-6 minutes of the game there.
yeah, you know, Joe, and it looks like, just looking at them, looks like they have a lot more energy when they went into the locker room.
Absolutely. So for the Otterville Otters, they had 13 points in that first half by Brody Lathrop, 3 points by Jacob Worrell, 1 point by Jackson Howe, 2 3-balls for 6 points by Zach Dragon, and Connor Dennis hit 1 ball for 3 points as well. So they hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-pointers in the first half of their 26 points. So, so great. So that's something Bellows Falls is going to have to take away. But you also can't maintain that type of shooting through an entire game, one would think. So we'll see what happens there. For the Terriers, Colby Levesque had 4 points to go with 6 rebounds in that first half. Jaden Bazin was kind of dominant in the second quarter, ended up with a nice inside to Bazin quickly. Bazin goes right up with it, can't get it. Jacob Kissel's got the rebound. Kissel back to Levesque. Levesque no good for the 3. So Kissel came up with his first offensive rebound here. That's Lathrop leading the pack for the... That's Lathrop getting a quick 2 up to 15 points for Brody. Back to 28-28 here. Morgan Haskell had a nice first half there, sharply passing the ball, moving it well. Very unselfish player. Here's Colby Levesque out here. He picks up his dribble back to Haskell. Haskell finds Saul James. Saul had a nice first half. Jaden with a tough finish up top. Gets it back. They're going to get the jump ball here. It's going to be possession. Arrow goes to the Otterville Otters. Or Otter Valley Otters. Sorry, I keep saying Otterville, Bryce. I'll fix that as I go on here. Slow it down a little bit. Connor Dennis brings it up for the Otters. Looks like the Terriers are going to stick with the man-to-man defense that was pretty successful towards the end of that second quarter. Saul James gets his hand on it, but it's going to be controlled by Lathrop. Lathrop. It's over here to Worrell. Worrell back to Lathrop. Lathrop picks up a screen, throws up the 3-ball, no good. Rebounds controlled underneath by Colby Levesque. Levesque picks up his 7th rebound, 5th defensive of the game. Again, all my stats are unofficial. I do my best to kind of write them down as we go through here, but so far I think I'm doing a pretty good job. But we'll see how it ends up here. Saul James brings the ball for the Terriers. Saul's had a great season for the Terriers so far. Does a lot of things. Gets a lot of rebounds, sneaks in there, gets a lot of assists. Haskell with a great look into Jacob Kissel. That's what we were talking about. Morgan's moving that ball really unselfishly, Bryce.
Yeah, you know, we just talked to his dad, and his dad was pretty proud what he's been doing out here.
Yeah, you know, he didn't even I talked about his shooting, and all his dad could talk about was his defense and passing. So you know that's a proud dad moment there. So Jaden comes up with a nice rebound there, his 5th of the game. Quick outlet over to Saul James. Jaden Bazin's got the ball out here, away from the hoop. Big take downhill, and Jaden finishes for 2 more. Jaden's up to 10 points here. Jaden 10 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. This 32-28 lead for the Terriers. Full little half-court pressure here as Morgan Haskell picks up half-court on Connor Dennis. Terriers are playing some great man-to-man defense here, Bryce.
Yeah, you know, it's man-to-man, but it's also zone almost.
This man-to-man defense has really interjected some energy into the Terriers. You know, they're getting their feet moving so much on defense, it's leading to some good offense. That's going to be a 3-ball, no good by Zach Dragon. Rebounds touched by Jaden Bays, but knocked away by Worrell, and it's going to be Terriers' ball. Terriers looked, a basket here would be their largest lead of the game. They had a 5-point lead in the first half. Out to a quick start here. Just like the girls' team, we've seen great starts in the second half. Bazin fires it up, no good. It's going to be Jackson Howe with the big, tough rebound underneath for the Otters. Here's Connor Dennis bringing the ball up for the Otters. Got Morgan Haskell. Morgan with some great defense. Kicks it back to Jackson Howe, no good. It's going to be Saul James coming away with the defensive rebound. Who had the basket there, Bryce?
Pretty sure it was Saul.
It was Morgan Haskell for 2 there. So Morgan Haskell gives 2 points for the Terriers, gets him up to 5. 34-28, full timeout here by Coach, I think by Coach Stark of the Otters on that case. That's a lot of energy. This bench is fired up. Coach Chadwick's fired up. We got a ton of people in the crowd all excited over there. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the most packed I've ever seen this. That hasn't been like a senior night or.
yeah, not yet. I imagine when they unveil those banners on the 11th and 13th,
It's gonna be packed.
I imagine the place will be full, standing room only type of thing. People love seeing banners get unveiled. So
You know, people are probably gonna be over there. They're gonna be against that wall. Heck, they might even be back here.
this is going to be a lot of their families here to see it and everything like that. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm kind of hoping we might be able to get 1 or 2 of them afterwards to come over and chat up for a few minutes just about the season.
The football
afterwards.
players?
Football and even field hockey after they do theirs. Just get a couple players that they want to come talk about the season and what it's like to unveil a banner here in the gymnasium. I mean,
Could talk to Veronica more.
yeah, just be kind of nice to to see how the kids feel about everything after all the success they had this fall.
Well, we could talk to Jaden Bazin and Declan Leasai about that.
So.
Connor Perry.
Yep, so we will figure this, that'd be a nice thing to do. Otter Valley looking to get the offense going here as the Terriers' defense has really turned it up here. Good defense underneath by Kissel, but Connor Dennis is going to get the putback too for his second basket to give him 5 points. Kissel's got 13 for the Terriers here as he leads the way. That's Morgan Haskell getting downhill. They pick him up. He finds Saul. Saul has a great look for 3. Haskell with a great look, and that's going to be no good. Oh, what a good look. What a good look by Saul James to find Saul there, or by Haskell to find Saul.
That looks
Saul.
so good.
It
That
did.
that three looked like
just off the back of the rim, Bryce.
that shot looked like it was going to go in.
Terriers playing great. The defense, this man-to-man defense has really kind of ignited some energy for the Terriers. 4-point lead, though, is the Otters are absolutely sticking around and doing everything they can in this game.
I don't think they can get the ball past the 3-point line.
Connor Dennis pulls up from just inside the 3-point line. Rebounds controlled by Jaden. Jaden is absolutely taking over here as I have him for 7 rebounds now. You get it into Kissel. Kissel back to Bazin. Bazin picks up a screen but finds Kobe Levesque out here. Kobe looks to reset up the offense here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter here. Inside again to Bazin. Bazin with a little right-handed hook shot. It's going to be no good off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by the Otters as Connor Dennis tries to push quickly. He's going to get inside the paint there. We're going to see an offensive foul on Connor Dennis as he kind of used the forearm to create a little space there. Going to be his first foul. I believe that's the 3rd on the quarter for the Otters. So Bellows Falls will continue to try to get them in the bonus here, see if they can get some more of those free throws that they were pretty good at executing the first half. Saul finds Levesque over here on the left wing. Levesque uses the dribble, picks it up, finds Saul. Saul loses it momentarily. Looks like it's going to be knocked off of Otter Valley with the last touch. So it's going to be Terriers' ball. Checking in is Riley Connaughton for the Otters, replacing Jackson Howe. Saul James got the ball in here. Gets it over to Kobe Levesque. Levesque on the right wing over extended. Finds Jaden with a great look underneath. Basin's going to have another one go down. Kobe Levesque with a great look there.
What a play right there. Jaden.
Absolutely.
Jaden faked going up to the basket, and that's all he needed to get that layup.
Jaden Basin looking to complete his 3rd old school 3-point play here. This would give him 13 points in the game to go with his 7 unofficial rebounds. Jaden's gone 3 for 3 from the foul line today, 14 points. Big game for Jaden so far. They got to keep feeding him. I talked about it in that second quarter, Bryce, that it looked like Jaden could be about to go off, and it looks like he might be. That's some great defense underneath by Jacob Kissel. Baze is going to come away with the rebound. And we're going to have a foul on the Otters as they were a little too aggressive trying to come back to it. That's Jacob Worrell picking up the foul. It's going to be the 4th on the Otters. With only 3 minutes to go still in the third quarter. This could lead to Bellows Falls maybe creating a little space here if they can get a few free throws. 3 minutes to go, 7-point lead, their largest lead of the game here. We're seeing Jaden Bazin take over a game for really the first time this season. Saul James, great look, couldn't get it down. Jacob Kissel couldn't control the offensive glass, got his hand on it. There's Connor Dennis finishing for 2. Connor Dennis up to 7 points for the Otters as they cut the lead to 5. Otters hanging around everything they can. Jaden Bazin with a terrific take, but can't finish it. Saul with the rebound, finds Morgan Haskell for 3. Morgan's second 3-pointer. Saul with another dime. Saul with 4 assists. Morgan up to 8 points. Boy, if Morgan can hit another 3-pointer here in the next minute or two, this place will go nuts.
Yeah, this place is just ready to blow.
Lathrop misses that. Jaden comes away with another rebound.
On 2 defenders.
That's a great, what a save by Saul James, then finds Kobe Levesque on his way to the hoop. What a play that was.
They're doing so much right now, Joe.
A lot of energy right now. Boy, Morgan Haskell's got one of those shots that you just wait for him to have one of those days, and boy, he could be about to have that moment here. They get it to Kobe. Kobe taps it back to Saul. Saul finds Jacob. Jacob with a big first half, but quiet here in the second half. That's going to be Jaden Bazin getting a little too aggressive there, trying to go after that rebound. Going to pick up the foul, his second foul, team's first here in the third quarter. Terriers with 2 minutes to go, 8-point lead, ties their largest lead so far of the game. A lot of energy, a lot of things that we've liked so far in the second half here, Bryce.
Yeah, in the first half, they weren't even playing bad. They were just playing good defense.
Oh, Jaden with another block. Kissel leads the break, but a little too far in front. The story of the second half so far has been energy and Jaden Bazin just kind of taking over.
Yeah, didn't you? Maybe instead of Morgan's game, this was Jaden's game. Morgan's game is the next game.
But Jaden is absolutely, they're finding him, and he's showing a lot of energy, playing great defense down there, a couple blocks, tons of rebounds here in the second half. Worrell makes a move, gets to the hoop. I think they're gonna get Kissel on the foul. Yep, they're gonna get Jacob Kissel, his first foul of the game. That's gonna be the second or the third here on the Terriers in the quarter. 8-point lead with 1:30 to go. It's going to put Jacob Worrell at the line for the Otters.
Looks like Reed Hill's about to check in.
Reed Hill getting his first minutes. First one's up and no good by Worrell.
And Leroy.
Leroy checks back in, as well as Reed Hill comes in for his first minutes. Going to give Kobe Levesque and Jacob Kissel a little break here. Second free throw for Worrell as he looks to cut into this 8-point Terriers lead with 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. That one's no good. Bazin comes away with a rebound. That's the 10th rebound of the game, so unofficially I have Jaden with a double-double here in the game to go with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Saul James, they've played tough defense on him, but he's definitely found a way to fill up the stat sheet today. In pretty much every way but baskets. Everything else, the stat sheet is just full for Saul. He's only got 2 points today, but everything else has been unbelievable.
You don't need points when you have really good defense. You're getting those rebounds. Who needs points?
And steals and assists, and he's doing everything else out there.
That's better
today.
than points right
Honestly,
there, Joe.
I think he's only shot the ball about 3 times in this game, so he hasn't even really looked for his offense.
Yeah, he's always passing either Jaden or Kobe or.
Yeah, it's been very unselfish play. And he did have one good look for 3 that we both thought was going down here right in front of us. So it's not like the couple shots he's taken haven't been right at the thing.
Yeah.
He just
it's not like he's airballing every shot.
It's not been the game he's trying to play today. What they're giving him, he's taking, and they're giving him passing lanes and getting into the meat of the defense and finding his teammates, and he's doing a great job with that. But as the Terriers here are gonna try to continue to close out this third quarter, which has been a really nice third quarter for the Terriers. So they've only given up 6 points here to the Otters. So that's pretty great for the Terriers. Great defense. This man-to-man defense that they've implemented about halfway through that second quarter has really just changed the game.
Joe, I wonder if Jaden's ever going to hit 1,000 points before he's a senior. Or before
Probably
he
not in the
leaves.
season, but there's definitely potential before he graduates. Bazin gets it in the low post. What a great pass over here to Marino. Marino's no good there. Great look by Bazin. Here's Lathrop out here with a minute to go, trying to cut into the lead for the Otters. Picks up his dribbles. Great defense again by Saul. Connor Dennis no good there. There's Lathrop getting the rebound. I believe that was Jaden with another block. So that would be the third block for Jaden Bazin. His underneath is just kind of, he's not allowing much down low right now. Quickly in for the Otters. Lathrop out here. He's had a great game. It's another 3-ball.
I see Otter Valley. They just formed a wall, so Jaden Bazin couldn't get through that wall.
And that's the fourth three-pointer of the game for Lathrop, as he's got 16 points to lead the Otters as they cut the lead to 5. Otter Valley has hung right in there, and that's going to be free throws for Jaden Bazin, as does put the Terriers in the bonus. Bazin's 3 for 3 from the free throw line here today. See if he can continue that excellent effort. This has been a great third quarter.
Joe, I feel like what the Otter Valley coach probably said is just screen number 1.
Yeah.
Make sure he doesn't get near us when we shoot.
And they did get a good look. Looks like Cam Perry's going to check in here at the end of the quarter, as well as Jacob Kissel. Jaden hits his 4th straight free throw of the game. Looks like other than Jaden, it's going to be full mass substitutions here, as we got Colby Levesque, Morgan Haskell, Cam Perry, Jaden Bazin, and Jacob Kissel out there for the final 33 seconds. Bazin sitting with 14 points. 5 for 5 from the free throw line today. 15 points to go. There's 10 rebounds and 3 blocks. Great first 3 quarters of the game for Jaden. Otter Valley looking to get a basket here to close this gap again. Back up to 7 points for the Terriers. It's going to be a foul on Jacob Kissel as Connor Dennis tries to get to the hoop, so he's going to get 2 free throws. Connor Dennis is has 7
It's on
points.
Cam Perry.
Oh, it's on Cam Perry. Cam's first. Cam's giving the team some good minutes out there. Connor Dennis has 7 points here for now 8 points for Otter Valley as they cuts the lead to 6 with 21.7 to go. Second one from Dennis is up and good. Dennis is up to 9 points for the Terriers. 18 seconds to go. Bazin has it knocked away. Otter Valley with the turnover. Here's Lathrop, gets it over to Dennis with just under 10 seconds to go now here. Connor Dennis looking to set something up good. Morgan Haskell picks him out here at the 3-point line. Bazin contests that. They're going to get the rebound, number 1. They're going to draw the foul. That's going to be Logan Dennis.
0.1 seconds left, Joe.
Logan Dennis with the offensive rebound.
That's a miracle right there.
Yeah, yes, it is. So this is a chance for Otter Valley to close the gap, kind of steal a couple points possibly here. Let's see what happens as Logan Dennis looking for his first points of the game. No good on the first one. With 0.1 to go, pretty much what happens here is the end of this third quarter.
You never know, Joe. You know.
Now you have to have at least like 0.3 to touch it and tap it in kind of thing. So the rebound will go to Jaden Bazin as the time expires there. So it was a big quarter for Jaden Bazin.
I don't know, Joe. Didn't we see Abby Nystrom pull one with like 2.5?
But yeah, they say it has to have at least 0.3 to be able to make a catch and like touch it and still have it go. So 0.1, you can't do anything with it.
0.3
I don't know, it's science. It's scientific, Bryce. I don't know anything else about it. But, so after that third quarter, Terriers lead 42-37. Jaden Bazin with a huge third quarter. He's up to 15 points there. He's got, by my unofficial account, he's got 12 rebounds or 11 rebounds and 3 blocks. Big game for him. Morgan Haskell hit 2 3-pointers in that quarter to give him 8 points. He's got a couple rebounds, couple assists. He's moved the ball great, played great defense. Jacob Kissel sitting in there with 13 points. He's up to 4 rebounds himself. Saul James with 2 points, but he's got 5 rebounds, 4 assists by my count. So these guys are playing great out here, Bryce.
Yeah, you know, they're all playing good games. Tonight's a little bit about everybody. You know, everybody's filling up that stat sheet for the most part.
Absolutely. And for Otter Valley here, they've got Brody Lathrop. He's got 18 points. And Connor Dennis checking in with 9 points for the Otters as they trail by 5 here. Terrier's going to inbound here to start the fourth quarter with Saul James, Morgan Haskell, Kobe Levesque, Jaden Bazin, and Jacob Kissel. Kissel's been a little quiet offensively here in the second half, but Bazin has taken over a little bit. Saul with a great look, but no good there. Jaden with his, what a play by Jaden Bazin, but he couldn't control it. It's going to be off at Jaden. See if the Terriers implement a full court press here as they go man-to-man full court, perhaps. It looks like they're going to. Yeah, I see Kobe out here. I see they back off here as Connor Dennis is going to bring it up. This man-to-man defense has been terrific for the Terriers here in the second, halfway through the second quarter here. Jackson Howe for the Otters. Otters really trying to close this gap. They move the ball well, they shoot well. They're certainly not quitting as Connor Dennis comes up with 2 more for the Otters as he's up to 11 points, cuts the lead to 4. Certainly Otter Valley playing with everything they can here to try to get this W and end that 7-game losing streak. They are playing super hard out here. Haskell out top for the Terriers, gets it over to Saul. Saul looks to get into Jaden down low. Jaden with a nice post move finds Saul. Saul with a great look for 3. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by the Otters. Here's Connor Dennis leading the break for the Otters. He's going to try to go up with the left hand. No good. Blocked by Morgan Haskell. What a block by Morgan Haskell that was. Wow, Morgan. Terriers got it up, and it looks like Kobe Levesque finishes for 2 there. Kobe's up to 6 points there. What a great
looks like Coach Chadwick is pumped right now.
What a great series of events that was for the Terriers. Kobe gets his hand on the ball there. Looks like some energy out of these guys out here. The ball's nice catch over there by number 3 of the Otters. Jacob Kissel playing tough D. Morgan Haskell knocks that one away too. Morgan is playing unbelievable defense, but he picks up a little foul there.
Oh, I thought he stepped out.
No, I think they got Morgan on the reach as he went by him. So that'll be Morgan's Morgan's second on the game here. 5-point lead for the Terriers. Outside it goes here to Jackson Howe. Howe gets it over to Lathrop. Lathrop's had a big game here for the Otters. Out here to Connor Dennis. Connor Dennis picked up by Kissel, swings it over to Dragon. Dragon to Lathrop. Lathrop for another 3-ball, no good. Rebound on the control of the run by Kobe Levesque. Levesque quickly over to Morgan. Morgan back to Kobe. Kobe for 2 in the foul. Well,
Kobe has had so many and ones this game, Joe.
You talk about unselfish play, and Morgan Haskell made one heck of an unselfish play right there. He easily could have got up with that layup from the other side. Gave it back to Kobe, and Kobe finished.
And I bet Kobe, that's what Kobe thought in his head. He's like, if I give it to him, he's going to make it.
Yeah.
I don't think Kobe expected to have that back in his hands.
What an unselfish play by Morgan. And then in the end, it was the right pass. Kid makes the right play, most of the time out there. 9 times out of 10, Morgan Haskell's doing the right thing with the basketball.
I bet his reaction time was really fast.
Connor Dennis with a little step back, too. And he's up to 13 points here for
They gave him 3 for that.
Well, he was way inside, so they should fix that. He was right around the free throw line, so I think they'll fix that. But 5-point game here with 5:46 to go. Otter Valley ball here.
No, they gave him 2. I'm just dumb, and I don't like math.
Okay, no worries, Bryce. No worries. Terriers with a 5-point lead here. 5:42 to go. Connor Dennis has had a nice second half here as he's had 10 points in the second half alone. That's a great save by number 0, Jacob Worrell. Worrell gets back to Lathrop. Dennis for 3. That's no good. Another rebound by Jaden Bazin. That's 9 defensive rebounds in the game for Jaden. Morgan Haskell out on the break finds Jacob Kissel. Kissel with a great corner 3 look, no good. Saul James fight for the offensive rebound. Gets it over to Kobe Levesque. What a great rebound by Saul. Kobe can't finish.
Saul almost
fought for it again. Jacob Kissel comes up with it. It's going to be a foul.
Saul almost got his hands on that before Jacob did.
So Saul had 6 rebounds here for Saul here. Good effort there by the Terriers. Keeps the ball in their possession. Morgan Haskell's going to take it out for the Terriers as they run their inbounds play here. They find Kobe Levesque at the free throw line. Levesque drops that down. Kobe has 10 points here for the Terriers to go with, by my count, 7 rebounds. So the Terriers are playing well here as they reopen a 7-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Saul James gets his hands on the ball but can't control it. Connor Dennis comes away with the ball for the Otters. It's over to Zach Dragon. Dragon's going to pick up a foul by Levesque out there. It's a third foul on Levesque in the game. Looks like Colton Shanks is going to come in for a couple minutes. Give Kobe a quick break and make sure. Oh, that's actually Kobe's fourth foul. So they're going to give Kobe a quick break here, get him a couple minutes so that he can finish the game out and not foul out at this point. Kobe is having a great fourth quarter here, though. That's Lathrop looking for another three. No good. He gets to the free throw line. It's going to be no good. He's going to be fouled. So Lathrop will go to the line for 2 free throws. It's going to be a foul on Saul. So Lathrop goes to the line. Lathrop has 18 points here in the game. He had 13 in the first half, so he's played a nice game here in Holland Gymnasium. He hits the first one to get him up to 19 points. 6-point lead for the Terriers. See if Lathrop can cut into that. Knocks that one down. 20-point game for Brody Lathrop, my apologies. Morgan Hassel gets the ball back to Saul as they break the press. Saul quickly gets it over here in the corner to Jaden Bazin. Jaden with a good look for 3, and that's good. What an assist by Saul James. By my count, his 5th. Jaden's first 3-pointer of the game gives him 18 points to go with 12 rebounds and 3 blocks. Big game for Jaden Bazin. We talked about it in that second quarter. He kind of came to life here in the second half.
Yeah, Jaden Bazin almost blocked that.
Yeah, he's been very active here in the second half.
He's been everywhere.
Otter Valley gets the ball in, suddenly trailing by 8 with 4 minutes to go. Desperately looking for a basket. Connor Dennis drives the hoop, gets rejected by Jaden Bazin, his 4th block of the game. That's going to be a finish by Jacob Worrell to get 2 points.
That was a clean block right there, Joe.
With 4 minutes to go, 6-point lead for the Terriers. Otter Valley's hanging in there. Good read by Connor Dennis to come away with the interception. Dennis from the free throw line. That's no good off the rim. Good rebound by Jackson Howe. No good on the putback, but there goes Jaden Bazin with his 10th defensive rebound of the game, 13th overall. Colton Shanks leading the offense out front for the Terriers. Gets it over to Saul. Gets it into Jacob. Jacob Kissel looking for some help as he picks up the dribble. Finds Saul. Saul gets to the hoop with a Euro step. No good off the rim. Fought for it and controlled underneath. Saul's playing a great game under there. Tons of energy out there for the kid. Colton Shanks out playing good defense on Lathrop. Lathrop's had a big game with 20 points. Hits that one right over Shanks. Shanks, sometimes
It looks like Kobe's coming back for the last 3 minutes, Joe.
Yep, 3-point game here. Colton Shanks up here. The Terriers looking to break the press to get it to Saul James. Terriers need a big basket here. Saul gets it over to Colton. Colton lines up the 3-ball. That would have been huge for the freshman.
You know, just being a freshman on the varsity team, that's saying something.
That would have been a huge shot right there for him. Morgan Haskell knocks that away. 3-point game here. 3 minutes to go. Coming down to a tight finish here at Holland Gymnasium. The Terriers look to pick up their 4th win of the season.
They just need to hold it down for the next 3 minutes.
Yep, keep playing the solid defense and find a way to make a basket or 2 out there. Connor Dennis has played a great second half here for the Otters. Gets it over to Dragon, over to Lathrop. Lathrop sets up for the 3-ball. No good. Rebound controlled by Jaden Bazin.
You can tell Kobe's trying so hard not to foul.
Yes, he is. Jaden Bazin has controlled the offensive and defensive glass here in the second half. Tries to get downhill, gets picked up about the free throw line. Terriers set up with the offense here. Saul James over to Jaden. Jaden gets it back over here to Kobe. Kobe finds Kissel. Terriers being patient in their offense, looking for the right shot here. Kobe Levesque finds some room. He gets downhill. He loses the ball on the way to the hoop. Otter Valley comes away with the ball. 2 minutes to go. Connor Dennis looking to get downhill. He finds Zach Dragon over here in the corner. The 3-ball no good. There's going to be Brody Lathrop with the rebound, no good. Connor Dennis throws up the 3-ball, the 2-pointer, no good. Rebound controlled by Jaden Bazin. Bazin quickly out to Kobe Levesque, who picks up the foul. Boy, by my account, Jaden Bazin has 15 rebounds in this game to go with 18 points and 4 blocks. Coach Chadwick's going to take a timeout here with 2 minutes to go. Looks like he's going to take a full timeout here with 3 minutes to go. Right now the Terriers just need a basket or 2, Bryce. Keep playing that hard defense, but a basket or two makes it so much easier.
Yeah, that and just try to run down the clock as best they can.
That's very true as well. But if they can hit, find Morgan for a three or find Jacob for a three in the corner over there or something, it changes this game quite a bit.
Yeah, because then they need a three-pointer, they need 2 3-pointers if they make a 3 right now.
Yeah. And Otter Valley has played their hearts out here. They don't look like a team that comes in here having lost 7 straight games. They play really hard. They're coached really well. They make the right pass. They shoot the heck out of the ball, and they are absolutely competing.
Well, like you said, Joe, we don't know who they've played or even how big their school is, but these teams are really good, and I don't get how they're 1-8.
Yeah, they've played really well out here. Oh, and that's going to be called for a foul as Otter Valley thought they had a steal. It's going to be a foul on Lothrop, I'm sorry. That's his first foul of the game. That's the 4th on the Otters, so the next one will be in the bonus for them, for the Terriers. Morgan Haskell brings it in. He finds Jacob Kissel. Kissel with 13 for the Terriers here today. He gets to a nice spot at the free throw line. Throws it up, no good. Jaden fights for the rebound. He's going to not be able to control it. So it's going to be Otter's ball with 1:43 to go here. Both teams with 4 team fouls. So the next foul on either team will put the other team in the bonus. So free throws could play a significant role as we come down the stretch in this tight game, 51-48. Nice hard-fought game here between two solid teams. Dragging over here to Worrell. Worrell fires up a 3, and that's good. So Jacob Worrell with his second 3-pointer of the game gives him 8 points. It's 51-51 with 1:28 to go.
This game might go into overtime, Joe.
That's very possible. Terriers looking for a basket, so we'll see what Coach Chadwick can draw up here at the over the huddle here as we got 1:28 to go. They take a quick timeout. 51-51. Worrell with 8 points. You got Lothrop with 22 out there today. Connor Dennis has come up with 15 for them. And for the Terriers, Jaden Basin's sitting there with 18 points. Morgan Haskell's got 8 points. Jacob Kissel's with 13, and Kobe Levesque got 10. A lot of guys contributing across the board right now, and the defense has been phenomenal. But we got at this point now, you got to have to find a basket. You can't win the game without scoring now.
Yeah, and you don't. To be honest, you don't really want to go into overtime.
No, you would rather just win the game for sure.
I've seen some basketball games that go into double, even sometimes triple overtime, and all the players are so tired by that point.
Oh yeah.
Half of them don't even run anymore. They're just jogging it.
So the full court pressure by the Otters here as the Terriers look to come up with a basket out of their press break. It's going to be Saul James getting the ball in for the Terriers, picked up by Connor Dennis in the full court man press here. Kobe Levesque picked up by Lathrop, I'm sorry. Kobe picks up his dribble, finds Jacob Kissel. Kissel looking for some help out here as Kobe picks it up there about half court. Picks up a screen from Basin. Kobe gets to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, finds Morgan. Morgan to Kissel here. Terriers running their offense. They got to find a basket here. Kissel with a great look, no good. Rebound again by Jaden. Jaden throws it up off the glass, no good. Oh man, the Terriers fighting hard but can't make the baskets there. Otter Valley comes away with a chance to take a lead, under a minute to go. It's Lathrop of the Otters here. Finds Connor Dennis. It's been Dennis and Lathrop that have led them back here in the second half.
This is a close game, Joe.
30 seconds to go. Lathrop gets inside, throws it up, no good. Rebound by Jacob Kissel. Kissel's going to draw the foul. That's the 5th rebound of the game for Jacob Kissel. That's going to put him at the free throw line shooting 2.
He has to make these, Joe.
Jacob is a nice shooter, so he has a nice jump shot. So I feel fairly good about him knocking these down. These are big. We've talked about this a little bit this year. This is a young Terriers team. We got 4 sophomores out there closing out this game. Knock down 2 free throws in a big game is a big way to take a step forward. First one's no good. That was right on, just a little off the back rim there. Jacob lines up the second one here with 28 seconds to go. That one's good.
There we go. Let's go, Joe. Now
1 point lead for the Terriers, 28 seconds to go.
Now he's got to hold it down for 28 seconds.
14 points for Jacob Kissel here. So I think right now I'd imagine the Terriers will come out in a full court pressure here to try to steal the ball right away, not really allow these guys to get back. But the trouble with that is if you do play a full court press,
there's nobody down at the basket.
There's definitely the ability to get someone deep past you and get an easy layup in transition. So we'll see how Coach Chadwick draws this up here.
They might have one guy like under the hoop and then the 4 guys just playing press.
They very well might. We'll see what Coach Chadwick comes up here. There's all sorts of different types of press, and you always, however you want to do this. But I do feel that there might be some ball pressure here to try to create a little panic from Otter Valley as they get the ball up the court here. Now Otter Valley, you can certainly say, is going to look to get baskets out of either Connor Dennis or Brody Lathrop right here. So you got to imagine Coach Chadwick is going to match up his 2 best defenders with Brody and Connor at this point.
Yeah, I just noticed Coach Chadwick talking a lot about communication, so I feel they're gonna talk more this time. They're gonna be like screen, block, pass.
Yeah, they got it. I mean, at this moment, you have to execute so cleanly in what you're trying to do, because this is so important to close this game out here.
Yeah. Look how close Jaden Basin and Saul James are to their people.
52-51. Connor Dennis brings the ball up with 25 seconds to go. Just past half court, picked up by Morgan Haskell. Finds Jack Dragon. Down, Dennis pulls up for deep 3. It's no good. Big rebound underneath by Jaden Basin.
He got the penalty. He got the foul.
Jaden Basin with another rebound. By my count, unofficially, Jaden Basin with 17 rebounds and none bigger than that one, Bryce. He went up big for that one.
Yeah, Joe, and it looked like he was just going to hold it, but they fouled him.
And with so Jaden's gone 5 for 5 from the free throw line here in this game as part of his 15-point effort. And that one's no good.
It's okay. I feel like
this is a big one right here.
That it's 2 points. No, that it's 3 points, and even if they make a layup, they're not going to win.
You definitely want a 2-point lead out of this, if nothing else. Basin misses the second one. Loose ball controlled by the Otters. Coach is going to get a timeout over here.
Kobe threw himself on the ground to try to get that.
Yeah, they were trying so hard to get that ball. Well, now it comes down to this. With 8 seconds to go, the Terriers have to defend for 8.5 seconds here and not give up a basket. 52-51. This comes down to this moment here.
Kobe dove for that ball.
Yeah, I feel like at this point they gotta make the right play. They gotta be efficient, and they gotta let each other know what's going on here. 8.5 seconds to go. Close this game out here. Get a win here at Holland Gymnasium. Go on with the weekend. Then move on to next week.
Yeah, is there any games next week, Joe?
I'm sure there are. I just don't know off the top of my head, Bryce. There's always games. I think there's 2 next week, but I'm not 100% sure which days.
Yeah, my problem is the games are so late.
Yes.
And they're always on like a Tuesday night.
Yeah, we've had a lot of things so far this year, so I forgot to look at who played when. But I do remember seeing a game, at least one game next week. All right, so this is what it comes down to. 8.5 seconds to go.
52-51.
This is where the athleticism and energy of this Terriers team has really got to show out. Connor Dennis brings the ball up the court with 6. Oh, Morgan Haskell gets his hands on the ball. Can't control it. Connor Dennis gets a big 3 up. No good. Controlled by Kobe Levesque. The Terriers walk away with the win. Kobe Levesque with a big rebound. Unofficially 8 rebounds for him to go with 10 points. Jaden Basin coming up with 15 points. Unofficially 18 rebounds and 4 blocks. Morgan Haskell gets his hands on the ball to just kind of disrupt what they were trying to do there, and boy, it was just enough to throw them off. What an all-around effort by the Terriers, Bryce.
Yeah, this was a great game.
Terriers come away with their 4th win of the season, get to 4-6 on the season. The Otterville Otters, despite a ton of effort out there, dropped their 8th straight game, but it was not from lack of effort and lack of team play. They were a great team out there, and you can't give them enough credit for what they did today. But kudos to the Terriers, man. Big win on a Saturday.
And they won by 1 point.
And for that, thank you for joining us here on Fact TV. We appreciate all your support for the coverage we have here, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.